actually, that's the next question. Living in a country like Sweden makes me doubt keep wearing the hijab when it comes to, example, looking for jobs or being outside in general. I need motivational advice. I love wearing my hijab, but it's hard.
Honestly, my advice to you is think always about who is the protector, who is the provider. You know, the more we study the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the more things become clear that are very confusing. When someone, you know, for example, is pressured, oh, take off your hijab, you'll get more marriage proposals. Oh, come on, your hair is so nice, they're gonna want, whatever. Oh, you know, do this thing that's displeasing to Allah, you're gonna get a better job. Oh, you know, get involved with riba, you'll make more money. You know, like if you just sell alcohol, you'll make more profit. Whenever you have this type of logic, you have to really deepen and think about it. Who is the provider? Who is Al-Razzaq? Who is Al-Razzaq? Is it your boss? I mean, who's the actual provider, capital P? It's Allah. And when you talk about, you know, I want to find a good husband or I want to find a good wife, do we think that we're going to displease the provider and then I'm going to get some good provisions? Right? Similarly with protection, because the question that you're asking is essentially about two things: protection and risk, right? Protection from harm and provision from Al-Razzaq. Well, both of these things come from Allah. The protection comes from Allah and the risk comes from Allah. So my advice to you is to always remember that. And the more that you put your trust in Al-Razzaq, the more Al-Razzaq will open for you. وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهِ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبُ. Allah says. So in ayah 2 and 3 of Al-Talaq, Allah says, whoever has taqwa, meaning what? God consciousness. Allah says, do this, I do my best to obey. Whoever has taqwa, Allah will make a way out for them when they feel trapped. And second, He says, and He will provide for them from places they never imagined. Anytime you have taqwa and you choose Allah over whatever else you're afraid of, Allah will do this for you. He'll open a way for you and He'll provide for you from places you never imagined. وَمَنْ يَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ فَهُوَ حَسْبُهُ. And whoever puts his trust or her trust on Allah, Allah will be enough for them. That's what the ayat say.
Beautiful. In the time that we live in right now, this is such a good reminder and a very strong, important one, because we see many sisters losing job opportunities. Example, like you can't work with hijab in certain places, and then they start to doubt. But initially, Allah, rizq comes from Allah, always.
And you'll also find, just to add to that, sister, you'll also find that anytime you sacrifice for the sake of Allah, Allah gives you better.
So true.
And that's a rule that anyone who's done it knows, experientially. That if you give up something for the sake of Allah, Allah will always replace it with something better.
So true.
Should we actually ask for questions? Yeah, from the